Liverpool, Manchester City and England goalkeeper David James. Good morning, David.
Morning, chaps.
Listen, thanks for joining us. David, before we get into the football, I guess it's a weird and possibly a sad day for you. I see on the front page, at least one of the newspapers, you've been declared bankrupt, my friend.
Yeah, well, let's get on with the football talk, shall we?
OK, no, if you don't want to talk about that...
The talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, tomorrow being the final show before Christmas will all be about old classic clips, all your karaoke favourites that you'll know practically off by heart. So we've got a fresh batch for you this week, and we didn't want to let them go to waste.
Fester, I think is the word you're looking
Indeed.
for.
So here they are, and we start once again with something become quite a regular occurrence. Alan Brazil blowing his nose. That's right, I'll get it right in a minute. Alan Brazil blowing his nose.
But they have had the I suppose the beauty from their point of view.
There it is. It's quite.
It's great.
It happened about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it's true. This is a caller to Drive discussing the Ashes.
You know, bad publicity, throwing away wickets, and just generally.
Okay, if we stick to the on the field, when you say throwing away wickets, have you got any examples of specifically what you're talking about?
Not really, no, because I'm afraid I don't know much about cricket.
Well, thanks very much for your point of view.
The correct answer was all of them.
Now, this week, our boffins unveiled their latest droid. It is the Durham Bot 2.0.
Teams in the tunnel here at the Bet365. Stoke and West Ham will kick off at 4.
Exterminate
the TARDIS. Is it all that?
So what's next then?
It's newsreader David Spencer, who seems to think Jim White plays in midfield for Leicester.
First, it's the news. Here's David Spencer.
Thank you very much indeed. EU leaders have agreed Brexit talks can move on to the next phase.
Indeedy. Wilfred, Indeedy.
Wilfie sometimes calls him. It's all very confusing. And here at talkSPORT, we speak very highly of Alan's breakfast co-host, Ali McCoist.
Have we got a fax machine here?
Who said that?
You said that.
Well, we only get electricity up our way about in the 1950s, man. Come on, cut me a bit of slack. You might... Halifax!
That is incredibly high.
Very, very high. Did a bit Jimmy Somerville, that did, Ali.
This is the talkSPORT Caller of the Week to the Sports Bar.
Carrie Ann is next up. Carrie Ann, good evening.
Carrie Ann's next. Here we go.
Hello.
Hello, Carrie Ann.
Hello.
Off you go.
Hello, you all right?
talkSPORT Caller of the Week.
I like it when she says, Carrie Ann's next, here we go.
I know, it's brilliant, isn't it?
And is it me?
Yes.
It's Jason Cundy with a very nut-specific turn of phrase.
It's like the old sledgehammer and the hazelnut.
Yeah.
Not a walnut or a Brazil.
Yeah, it's a very specific nut. That it's not a sledgehammer to crack a nut. He likes to be a touch more specific than that.
He is.
Does Jason.
Here's Danny Murphy on Jim White's show.
From an offensive point of view, he's given them a bit of a free rein.
Right.
As long as they don't try and play in certain areas of the pitch.
Excuse me.
No.
That takes some doing, isn't it? Because you're concentrating on what you're saying.
But it's amazing that you're yawning at your own thoughts.
Your own
maybe
material.
Somebody else's.
That's
possible,
right.
Yeah.
This is Nigel Botherway on Fisherman's Blues with one we're calling Stop Saying Last Week.
I was away last week, so I missed last week's. Were you in last week's? Who was last week?
Stop saying last week, Nigel. Goodness sake.
It's good, isn't it? This is Tony Cascarino with a lovely tribute now to Joe Hart.
I think it's typical of where Joe Hart is. You said, how did he do? Yeah, he done all right. If you'd have taken his last year at City before Pep took over, how did he do? Yeah, he done all right. What did he do with England? Yeah, he done all right. How did he do in Torino? Yeah, he's done all right. How did he do with West Ham? He's done all right.
Yeah, it's only looking after his testimonial year, I think.
True, yeah.
So, yeah, interesting. What about Carrie Ann? I wonder what she thinks of Joe Hart.
All right.
Well, he's all right. Yeah,
All
that seems to be what the nation are thinking about Joe Hart at the moment.
And finally, this caller proved it's getting quite difficult to pronounce this Everton striker's name without sounding a bit rude.
My problem with this is that I think it's a great idea having these video panels, but they've picked the wrong one in the ass.
Yeah, it's something about that name, as our own
really.
Georgie Bingham discovered a couple of weeks ago.
Do you think Sam Allardyce will fancy the ass?
See what I mean? It's just, you try not to, and you're probably not saying anything wrong. It just doesn't sound quite right.
Not quite right.
So I seem to have a list of names here that's about 5 times as long as the amount of clips we've just played,
Well,
but I'll plough through them.
Some people suggest, more than one person suggests.
That's true. Okay, here we go. George Murray, Aussie Tom in Cumbria, Alan Whitehead, Gareth Dawson, Sam Baldry, Liam Batkin, Scott Taylor, Crispy from Salford, Glyn Barrington, Crispy from Salford, and we like Chris, he's in there twice, we like Crispy.
Twice, yeah.
Jeff Dennis, Raz in Penarth, Sean, I'm not sure about that surname, anyway, Sean, Dave Garside, Neil Davis, Aaron Jones, Gene Paul, oh really? Neil Davis, Paul Geary, George Murray, Stuart Matthews, and Roger in Durham, all suggested clips. Now,
he has truly come of age with that performance overnight.
Gareth, back to sleep. Jim Jams? That's what I imagine?
No, baby, I'm commando.
Oh, dear. Okay, that was probably a bit too much information for this early in the morning.
So don't take it any further.
I was eating my breakfast there, Gareth.
There we go.
Yeah, well,
Too late. It's out there now.